Have you ever noticed how, just when you think you've moved on from a narcissist, they suddenly reappear? It's as if they've never really left. You may ask, why do they always come back? The answer is far more layered than it might first appear. Let's explore this through both psychological insight and a deeper wisdom of human nature. To understand why a narcissist always comes back, we must first recognize that control is at the heart of their behavior. Narcissists thrive on admiration and power. They are often driven by an insatiable need to feel superior and to keep others hooked on their presence. For them, relationships are less about emotional connection and more about maintaining a sense of control. When they feel that grip slipping, when you start to pull away, they will return, not necessarily out of love, but because they need that control again. Their ego feeds on it. Perhaps you've noticed the pattern. The narcissist lures you in with charm, affection, and seemingly endless promises. This is the idealization phase, a time when you feel like you're their everything. But soon, the mask begins to slip, and the devaluation phase begins. They criticize, manipulate, and push you away, leaving you feeling confused and hurt. Why do they always come back, you ask? Because for them, the return to the idealization phase is a fresh supply of attention and validation. And when they devalue you again, it's a way to remind you of their power. Behind the narcissist's grandiose exterior lies a deep fear of abandonment. Their constant return isn't always calculated, sometimes it's a desperate attempt to avoid the vulnerability of being alone. Narcissists are afraid of being exposed, of showing their true, unworthy selves. So when they sense that you might be slipping away for good, they return, trying to reassert their influence over you. It's not love, but rather an unconscious reaction to their fear of being discarded. In the narcissist's mind, you are a source of narcissistic supply, their fuel. This can come in many forms: admiration, validation, or even just the emotional highs and lows that they thrive on. The narcissist may leave and come back, but it's never really about you. It's about the supply you provide. Even when they've moved on to other sources, there's a part of them that may feel a sense of entitlement to your attention and affection. This is why they return, not because they miss you, but because they miss what you gave them. But here's the real question: why do we allow them to come back into our lives? The answer lies in our own patterns of attachment, our vulnerability, and sometimes, our own need for closure. Narcissists can be magnetic, their charm undeniable, and it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of their return. Yet, true wisdom lies not in asking why they come back, but in asking why we let them. The real power comes from setting boundaries and recognizing that our value isn't tied to their fleeting approval. Every narcissist is a reflection in the mirror, an image of self-obsession and insecurity. When they return, they are asking us to look into that mirror once again and reflect back their image of themselves. But we must remember, the narcissist's return is not an invitation to reconnect. It is a test of our own growth. It's a reminder that our worth must come from within, and not from the validation of someone who can never truly see us for who we are. So, the next time the narcissist comes back into your life, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, am I choosing to move forward, or am I being pulled back into a cycle that doesn't serve me? The wisdom lies in knowing that you are worthy of relationships based on mutual respect, trust, and genuine love. You don't need to play the role of their supply anymore. You are enough. Subscribe for more insights on relationships and personal growth. Remember, the power to heal is in your hands.